So recently I said that all of the panic about the military is the rapture on the left. Yes, recently Amanda's Mild Takes has also said this. I believe that she got it from me, but it's okay for us to say the same thing, folks. So what I feel like there is a lot of on the left is this, what I call apocalypticizing, fantasizing about the apocalypse, right? And I think that there are a lot of us on the left who have left religious extremism, who grew up in religious extremism of generally the evangelical type, which was super, super focused on an apocalypse, right? The world ending. I grew up in the Children of God religious cult, and the whole point of their religion was Jesus coming back any day. We got to save the world for Jesus, right? So many of us have walked away from that, but have not yet deconstructed the apocalypticizing. And this is threaded throughout all of American culture because evangelical Christians have had such an outsized impact, right? In America, the idea that it's all going to end one day is part of our culture. There's another thing about the apocalypticizing, and it's the reason that cult leaders want you to always be in a panic. That's because if you think the world is about to end in 20 minutes, you're not going to have to do anything about it. Okay, so this is what I am noticing on the left. Many people have walked away, but have not deconstructed this interior concept that one day the world's just going to end, right? And part of telling ourselves, oh, we can't do anything, we can't push back against this ridiculous excuse for a human in the White House, even though we have 360 million Americans, we can't push back because they have the military, right? And refusing to listen to those of us with military experience saying America's the only country immune to the American military. And the reason we are doing that is because it gives us an excuse to not do anything. So that's where it comes from. Hopefully this helped you understand it. And hopefully this makes sense as to why I do what I do, which is continuing to be the intelligence officer just for America. Sitting here every single day, day in and day out, talking about the threat, talking about what is actually going on and what are the things that we can do to push back. Because understanding what the threat actually is very, very important to figuring out how you are going to push back. There's no actual threat that America can be controlled by force. You need 1 billion armed people to invade and hold America. It's not going to happen, right? So that's why understanding that this is a panic that people want to be in is very important. I'm Daniella, scholar of cults, extreme groups, and extremely bad leadership. I wrote a book called Uncultured about growing up in the Children of God religious cult and going into the cult of the U.S. Army. You can get signed copies attached here. I've written another book, The Culting of America, which goes into so many of these topics. It is coming out January 20th, the 1-year anniversary of us all being in this particular cult. And you can get signed copies attached here.